So Friday, I go for seeing the cardiac nurse that's going to check, see how I'm getting on. And she was going to do a blood test, but didn't get that far. She brought her ECG so she could do a 12 trace, ECG. Of course, um, when I arrived there, it's only a short trip to the clinic, and yeah, I just felt a little bit fatigued. Wasn't too much of a rough cycle, but moment when I went waiting in the waiting room, I was drinking fluid and I just wanted to lay down on the floor. I didn't feel like laying, sitting on a seat. When I went in, I stood up, a little bit, a little bit shaky. Then, um, I go in and I see they got one of these like surgical bed things. Yeah, so could I lay on that? Yeah, fine. I lay on it. I felt a bit more relaxed then, being horizontal. Um, and then she started connecting up um the biosensors, the for the ECG 12 trace, but found that the heart rate was 153, and a bit concerned about that, and I end up having my bike locked up down so I've got to pick it up tomorrow. Oh, for crying out loud. So paramedics come in, they also do um I forgot how many trace ECG it was. Uh I think bodies, but around the body area. Can't remember if they did put them on the legs as well. I can't remember. But they did it. They did an ECG, um, and then they felt that I should come down to hospital. So then a bit more thorough. The tests could be done or checks. Yeah, so I end up being in. I go through A&E. I didn't have to go quite through A&E, so I got moved to a ward where they could um, get uh, moved to a ward. I think it was AU AMU. I think it was AMU. Um, get moved into that ward, and then it was everything connected up, the ECGs, and then checking checking needles, and such, checking blood, so run to tests. Oh gosh. Um. Uh, I think that was. I think next when they were getting blood results, blood results. Uh, they figured that there was something not right, and they put me on sodium chloride. What was it called? Sodium chloride drip, which they connect up to the hand here, connect up the russet, and then they insert the russet, and then the drip going through. I think it was about 6. Took about 6 hours. 6 hour. I think it was about 0.9 sodium chloride for a 6 hour duration. And there was other injections, insulin, because they were thinking maybe I was diabetic, and there was more blood tests, checks. Little prick on the finger, and then the two different types of testing for sugar levels, etc. So I think it was 24 point, or something like 24.9 or something. And they're happy if the sugar levels are down low, around about just below 20. So they're trying to get it down below, and below. It was steadily coming down with other medications. So basically, they say the MD, one of the MDs that came round, MD said that it's possibly now that you're level diabetic, like level 2 diabetic. Diabetic. Oh, crikey, level 2. Level 1 would be pretty bad. So I even still feel lousy. Taking medication today, because last night was medication, so I took medication today, plus along with the other medication. There's 6 types of medication I'm on today. I've got to take the other medication, which I'm being prescribed. I've got to take that twice a day, half a tablet, half of this, half of that. Oh, crying out loud. Yeah, MD was also explained. That's probably why you're getting dehydrated and such. Because I'm in my home environment now, which is totally different to the hospital environment. And I was asking about, is it possible humidity levels could be contributing to this? And his response was no. I find that a little bit. I'm a little bit skeptical about that. Whether because if doctors also are going to do treatment or tests and such, I would say it would be better that seeing the tests that are done, and I'm not stupid, and I don't need some patronising BS bloody friend or anything bloody BSing me, because he only knows only so bloody little and thinks he's bloody fucking smart, for fuck's sake. I need a medical sort of like doctor or someone that knows. I think these tests should be done in the home, in the actual real world of the environment of the patient, because then something could be checked, tested, and they might find this seems a bit unacceptable. This could be changed quite easily, and if that could be changed easily, then that could be make it so. I mean, I've got a little air purifier thing down here behind me. Yeah, that works. I'll turn it on now. I think it's turned on. Yeah, it is turned on. Yeah, it is turned on. Little purifier. That's on high speed. I'll put it on medium. Slow. Oh, yeah. So that thing. Yeah, whatever. I haven't checked my. Oh, where I might as well go and get it because I don't intend to go into the THX cinema. I don't intend to go into the THX cinema today. The ultimate power in the universe. Ultimate power. I'm the only THX certified cinema on the south coast of the United Kingdom. Yeah. Everyone else has got the plastic version. Well, the professional version's a lot different to the plastic bloody home version. That's all I can say. You haven't got it, you haven't got it. Humidity level in here is about 59%. Outside, the humidity will be a little bit different versus, indoors and outdoors. Ultimate power in the universe. Remember that. Empire, Leicester Square. Leicester Square. Yeah, I know you're calling about the Empire, Leicester Square. How can I help you? Gladiator. Well, I'm a real THX fanatic. That's all I can say. Oh, humidity's gone to 64% now. Yeah, it's just gone up to 60. Yeah, it's jumped up a little bit. It's gone up a few notches. Maybe it's because it's gone into a different room environment. I think I'll just put it over there. Temperature 21.8. One of the wards on the hospital felt a bit warmish when I went in. I can't remember which ward it was. I think it was the first bay. The first bay, it was on ground floor. I didn't have to go up to this first floor. I was on the first floor, ground floor. Wasn't too far away from the A&E wing. From the A&E. So as you go in, the A&E would be over here, and the accident emergency. That's it, and then the AMU. I think it was AMU was just down a corridor. It's just a little way down this way, sort of thing, along the yeah, it actually did feel a little bit warmish, the room, and I was saying I wasn't complaining. I was just kind of concerned, like, there's a reason. With blood thinnering and all that, and sometimes you might feel a bit cold. Sometimes you might feel a little bit warm. I was just kind of curious, that's all. But it's not like you see walking around, you can see say a digital thermostat or such that's in each ward or each bay area to what the temperature and humidity levels are. Because if it's too dry and humidity, you're going to feel very, mouth-watering dry or something. It's not going to be moist or sort of comfortable level. And too much, it would be, anyway. I guess the temperature in the room must have been about probably about 25, maybe 26. 25 or 26, I guess. Someone jokingly said it was about 30. And I thought, what? Because our body temperatures are normally 37 Celsius. It can vary between 36 and 37. If it's over 37, then it should be a little bit cause for alarm, for attention. Oddly so, my temperature was checked a couple of times on the and incidentally, just now I mentioned it because my temperature readings yesterday were 37 Celsius, within the 37 Celsius range, and I was thinking, that's weird, because when I was here in January for AF, heart for heart fluctuation, my temperature readings were showing mostly on their instruments around about 36 Celsius. And I thought that was a little bit peculiar because I remember when I was in there for mini heart attack 2015, every time they took my temperature reading, it was showing 37, 37, 37. What are you meowing for, Magic? What are you meowing for? Oh, yeah, it's getting a bit warm in here. You want to come out because I'm doing water distilling. Yeah, I know, Magic. Come on, Magic. Come on. Come on, you know how to jump up and jump down. He's been stubborn. He's been stubborn. What's wrong, Magic? What's wrong, sweetie? What's wrong, sweetie? You hungry? You being fed? You've been fed, unfortunately now. I can't drink any of this. So I buy it this week, or was it last week? Oh, no. Well, if anyone else likes to have cold drinks around here, big THX sound system, yeah, come on over. Oh, but also I've got to certify you first whether you are approved to be in my THX home. Yeah, this is THX Cinema, of course, because it's like the real thing. Like Coca-Cola, it's the real thing. I don't just let any show come into my home. Like, oh, get together, home cinema community. You think there's a home cinema community? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Okay, that's body tone. That's showing 36.3. 36.2. Weird. Well, it's, and I am in a warm kitchen sort of thing. It's a little bit, with the water distiller. Well, I take these digital things with a pinch of salt, 36.5. 36.5. 36.4. 36.5. I'll definitely take that with a pinch of salt. Yeah, they're all made in China. Because if I was an engineer, I would have a whole bundle of those things lined up, just a few of them, and then a regulated temperature that I know. Well, how do you know? Well, you have a regulated temperature thing coming out, and put these devices onto it, and then check, and then see what the because it could be down to the specifics on some of the components or the sensor, it's the actual sensor thing itself, or some of the layout on the components. So it's not exactly 100%. It's like film projection. It's like film projection. Actual film, not this crappy crap that people go and watch today, for Christ's sake. I couldn't trust that any further than I can throw that crap. DCP, digital cinema package. Yeah, crap. Digital crap package. Any further than I can fucking throw it. It's a load of rubbish. Anyway, enough of that. It's like, all the 35 projectors. are they all running at the same frame rate correctly? So if it's something was, you know, um, though they can be tweaked to go run a few frame fast, or I can't remember if it's a little bit slow, but they can be tweaked. But then there's an international standard 24 frame per second, but they can be tweaked to go 25 or a little bit more than that. Only means the sound of what you wouldn't notice it much visually, but you would notice it maybe audibly with sound. You'd think, sounds like the tempo on this music's going a little bit fast, because I've seen this so many times, and you just starting to notice the tempo on, say, music. Anyway, yeah, instrumentations, yeah. Oh well, they couldn't have been using the same, because of the same instrument all the time. They must have had maybe several, and it's one where it fits in the ear slightly. And sometimes I say, can you firmly put it in there and hold it there for just a few seconds, while getting the reading? Because it's like they just sometimes just put it slightly near the ear, bleep, though I did it with mine, they held it there for us, and then for a couple of seconds, and then moved it away, and then looked at it. But I might as well just sort of like, I could have that near my ear and then have the LCD in front of me, so I could just keep bleep, 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 while it's taking a thermal heat sort of thing. But anyway, yeah. I could get the same model what they use at the hospital if I want. I could get the same model. Anyway, if it shows 37, which 1, 2, 3, I forgot how many times they took my temperature reading and how many times they took my blood. It was like a bloody vampire. It was like a vampire sucking blood from me. I forgot how many times, because another patient, it's interesting. When you go to the hospital, it's like we're all in the same boat here. Some patients don't want to talk to you. They tell you, fuck off. I don't want to talk to you. Some are, say, engage in conversation, and and then you have a little forum going, you know. One patient way over one side, and you've got to raise your level of the voice so like a little bit so you can hear, and that, because it's very reverberant in those wards, and you've got other sounds that are coming in and out, because it's almost like being on the CB radio, hearing all this sound that's moving from one area through from a corridor through the open doors, and there are other nurses in the room. It's almost like being on the CB radio, and you got to like focus on the other person and modulate the voice level a little bit louder, and sometimes do that. It's like, when doing that, it's a bit like having a preamp on a CB radio just to boost the audio reception slightly a little bit. But doing that, you also take up the signal noise ratio. So it's very difficult. It's just like CB radio in real time. But it's nice to engage in a conversation, and why you're here, how you're feeling, and so forth, and getting feedback. So basically, near the end of the day, I think it was yesterday, because I went in Friday. Afternoon at the hospital, and I was, I didn't expect to be in there that long. But they did quite a number of tests and checks and such. But I didn't think not $6 million man type work like they're testing the bionics of the Steve Austin and getting him on the treadmill and putting all the biosensors all over him and seeing how everything else performs. Nothing as far as that. It's just basically laying down in the bed and just, can I take a blood test again? Oh, here we go again. I forgot how many blood tests. Well over 10. Well over 10 blood tests. Oh, it felt like being bitten by a vampire. Maybe they're storing the blood for the secret vampire blood bat clan. Shh. Shh. Bangs. Bangs. Shh. Oh my goodness me. I'll make sure I have to take my garlic and holy water with me next time. Oh gosh. Maybe it is a secret vampire society. That'd make a good movie. Oh dear. Yeah, so all the tests have come back, and the MD says, sits down on the bed, holds my hand, holding my hand. I don't know why, thinking to try and calm me down for like your level 2 diagnostics, diabetes. And I didn't need to know. I was thinking in the back of my mind, and I'm with a happy face. I'm basically now feeling emotionally gutted because now I know why I've been feeling so crap, lousy for the last 5 months or so. What month are we in now? I can't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. I know. Because it's not just much as the heart pumping circulation, which is circulating blood around at a very low percentage. It should be rather high, but it's going at a very low percentage because my heart is basically, at first, this is quite a while back, the motion would be like this. And the actual motion should be doing that, not this. That's because there's the lower chamber of the heart and then there's the upper chamber. And the lower chamber is pumping insufficient low percentage of blood around my body, or anyone's for that matter. So that's, it's kind of like, I suppose maybe having like a fish pump purifier in a fish tank, and it needs a little bit of cleaning and such. And then, because it's not circulating and it's not doing correct, because those have to be maintained. I've got to clean my filter I've got to clean my cat's water fountain, the water fountain. I've got to clean that momentarily. I've got to give that a little clean up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Covered in fucking psoriasis. But that's if I was going to trade one thing for the other, I'll trade this AF with my heart, because the psoriasis, I can deal with that shit. I can deal with it. All it needs is coal tar, and that process would have to go through a step of 5% on one day, and the second day 10%, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50. So it's a process of about 9 to 10 days of doing that crap. Oh, I haven't the patience to go to a clinic. I haven't got the patience, because it would just mean it's just going to cause more stress. I might as well have the stuff here, and but you got to have someone to put it on, because I can't reach around areas where I can't see it. It's got to be put on by someone. Oh, and then basically wear some crappy clothes because the clothes are going to get covered in that stuff, and just wear just some cheap clothes, and then you got to have quite a few of them. So when you take them off and then throw the others in the washing machine, wash them, because it's got a very, very high kind of, it smells like tar on the road almost. That's why I think they call it coal tar. And then and by 10 days or so, this will look like normal color, because it takes off a lot of everything else. Basically, the DNA in my body, or the DNA in anyone that's got psoriasis, the skin cells are accelerating too fast. And it can't be. There's so much medication stuff out there. There's the only real treatment to do that is coal tar. No more said about that. There's other things that you could try, but they will only weaken the skin, because they're mostly steroid. And if you use it sparingly, it's okay. But if you apply the whole steroid all over that's not good. That's not good. That's bad. A little bit, here and there, that's okay. Sparingly, though, not put a little bit here and there and apply it really thick and every single damn day, because you only need a little bit. Leave something on it. It could stay on there for 24 hours or so, and then you wash it off and it's fine. Then put a little, and then maybe look at it and think, okay, I'll skip this day and put some more on tomorrow, because it's steroid. Like the bodybuilders. Arnold Schwarzenegger. We don't take steroids. Mm-hmm. We want to be bodybuilders. Yeah, so plus that you get a little bit of UV light in between all that ultraviolet light. I think, well, that's just the vitamin, for something like vitamin D in it for this. Yeah, vitamin D. You might as well just go out and get the real thing outdoors and get the real thing. But you only need a little bit each day. You don't need to go in your back garden, start baking yourself like a burnt sausage to just have a stupid suntan, because that's going to be bad. That's what contributed. That's how I got the psoriasis in the first place. Oh dear. But that's because I had it. I already had it from day one. It just lay dormant in my DNA, and it needed something, only one thing, to awaken it. And then I've had suntans, things in the past, but never had an issue. But it's when it goes over the certain threshold of the level, if the level is kept low, you don't go too in between, you keep it low and you still have a decent suntan. But once you get up here and then you exceed that middle level and then go up to high, bam, level 2, level 1, whatever, burn to the face, and then bang, bingo. It triggers off the psoriasis that's within you that you don't know that you got it. And the next thing you know, it's crawling all over you like, yeah, because you can't do anything about it. It does what it wants to do, psoriasis. You can't tell it. It does what it wants. Some people, I find it distressing. Yeah, bloody hell, I've got to vacuum clean the fucking carpet every fucking time. I just got to deal with it. But I would rather trade my heart AF for this fucking psoriasis. I wouldn't trade off this, even though I've had this for fucking since over 40 years. But it could, when you put stuff in treatment, it's only a masking effect. It's only a mask. It's bullshitting. It's faking, just so you can please fucking friends that find it a little bit screamish. Oh gosh, I didn't know you were that squeamish. Fucking what a wimp. Oh, oh dear. Oh. I know when to go. I know when to go. I could get coal tar and I can get myself a little fridge. Of course, I've got to work out the size of the fridge I need. Because the quantity of the coal tar usually comes in about little tubs. They look like ice cream tubs. That's why you got to keep it out of sight of way of children, because a child would not have any clue, and they'll look at that and think, "Wow, it's ice cream." Yeah, but you still got it on your tongue, and if they stuck 50% in their mouth, oh my goodness, they'll be in serious trouble. You'd be in serious, serious, serious. I mean, have to be rushed to the hospital if a child stuck 50% in their mouth. Because if you had 50% put on your skin, just a little bit in a little area, just a small amount, and you went out in the sun, I'll tell you, you'd be running back indoors looking for a bloody bath full of ice cubes. I kid you not, it will burn very bad. Oh, yeah, so you got to be cautious when you have coal tar on. You can't go out in the sun. You got to go in somewhere cool because it reacts. Even if it's 5%, it might cause a little irritation if you went out in the sun. But 50%, you'd be looking for a bath full of fucking ice cubes. And you'd be in that, and then when those ice cubes get depleted, you say, pour some more ice cubes in, because it would take some bloody time for it to cool off, because it gets soak into the skin. It makes my skin crawl, it does. But yeah, anyway, don't want to make it too screamish, for I'm basically screwed. I feel a little bit shaky today. I can feel it in my hands as well. I'm just relaxing. So I have a little fruit. I still have a little bit of, like, a pineapple, something that's got vitamin C in it, for Christ's sake. But mostly mostly now my bottle's filled with water. So I have a few little, I have a little bit of uh, fruit drink, and we've got some strawberries coming, some grapes, or oranges, little peel, easy peel oranges, and a little meal in between But I got Fanta in the. I got Fanta. I only got about that much Fanta left in the fridge in a bottle, and I'm just looking at it and just thinking, okay, I know what it tastes like. I have to say, I had to crave yesterday because I was climbing the walls. You see, this is the difference. See, I could slowly kick it. I could slowly kick this habit, but it's weak-minded people that smoke. Smoke ganja. Cuckoo. Yeah, well, I think they're and smoke roll-ups or cigarettes. Even someone near a bus stop yesterday smoking a cigarette. Oh, it was foul, disgusting, and repulsive. Yeah, I know people that smokes, but they're weak and they can't even kick the habit. They try vapors and such and think it's cool. I'm on vapor, and then they lose their will. but I could kick Fanta. I could go now and just pour it down the sink. But the amount of it that I've been drinking of Fanta and most other things, like I think the odd Coca Cola, that's zero Coca Cola, or maybe Diet Pepsi, within the last, well, I don't know, last 5 months of this year. Last year, I suppose, is maybe not too irrelevant, but could be possibly likely contributed to why I was feeling suddenly, all of suddenly, in the middle of December, very sluggish, very slow. Couldn't figure out whether it was the mayonnaise. The mayonnaise. I mentioned mayonnaise to someone in the hospital yesterday, and he hadn't had a clue what the heck I was talking. What's mayonnaise? It's like he's living under a rock and he's never heard of the word. You got to be kidding me! You never heard of mayonnaise? I was going to mention salad cream, and then someone else, yeah, across the other side of the bay started talking to the other guy about what mayonnaise is and that. And he goes, "Oh, all right." But it's like he was living under a rock and he's never heard of the word mayonnaise. Well, I suppose if I went down into the tropical forests of South America and mentioned mayonnaise to the indigenous people, it would be absolutely clueless to them. They wouldn't have a first idea what mayonnaise is. So, okay, maybe some people. There's a lots of sources. There are lots of sources, and what's it that someone could mention, and I've never heard that one before. Oh, but now you've told me, and okay, now I know. But I never knew it before, so it's not as if you're stupid. I suppose it's quite surprisingly because it's advertised on TV all the time. Bloody mayonnaise. Um, yeah. So I opened this mayonnaise and thinking this is the second bottle, the second squeezy bottle. Usually they have a security label, so you unscrew the top and then you peel off and I'm pretty certain I did that on the first one. Absolutely certain. By the time I got to the second one, and I was thinking it was only about a day after I'd consumed, because I already had consumed some of this mayonnaise, and it was only a day after, and I was thinking, did I take the security label off of that? I was thinking, no, and I've already consumed it. By about day two, I started feeling like lousy, something not right. I noticed my walking was very slow and sluggish. And not only that, I didn't even feel like eating. So yeah, it could have been spiked. That mayonnaise could have been tampered with. Some cheeky motherfucker going around a shop, because you got to watch. That's why they have security cameras. But are just watching for shoplifting, or are they just also watching for cheeky motherfuckers going around opening ice cream and eating it and putting the fucking lid back on it, and then you go and buy something, you open it, you think, what the fuck? You can see like you can see usually the ice cream's very smooth on the top in the tub, and then you can see like it's got like it's some cheeky buggers had their fucking hand stuck in it. Oh, and you either you feel like taking it back to the shop, but nothing's going to get much done about it. Food products that are, and not only that, sometimes the cheeky motherfuckers, they even eat the chalk ices. And then they have the gall and the audacity to put the wrapping paper on it and put it in a box, and it's gone completely past uh, quality control, QC, quality control checking. Unbelievable. But that could still be sent back and go through the process, and serial number checking, etc. And how many people were employed on that on the floor on that time, and they could do a trace, and then they'll do a bit more thorough because someone's going to have their DNA on that fucking chalk ice regardless. Cheeky motherfuckers. I've had it on chalk ices, ice lollies. Some cheeky monkey has. Especially with all that COVID crap in the last few years. This is leading up. Well, this is going back years. This is going back years. Cheeky monkeys, really. Talk about venom. I'm hungry. Yeah. You're going around the shop and I'm hungry. Yeah, anyway. I'm trying to watch how much I'm drinking anyway, how much I've been drinking and sugar level and everything, going back to that. Oh, absurd amount. An absolute absurd amount. It's like I'm bloody in my 20s. Because if you're in your teens, in your 20s, you think, oh wow, you can go around and stuff yourself with all this KFC, Burger King, glug 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 glug, and you feel like you're a superstar. Eventually, it will catch up. It takes a bit of process of slow evolution, because basically by evolution and my body has slightly changed. It is possible to get my blood sugar levels down below 20, but that's going to take a little while with the medication. So that it's possible, because they were giving me and they were watching and taking notes, and it was steadily stepping down. But if I looked at some graphic illustration to show normal and diabetes, the amount of glucose, sugary glucose, is very high propagation in me at the moment, sort of, kind of. And if I go back a few years, it'll probably be very low, very, because I certainly wasn't feeling like this a few years ago. Even though I had a stent put in me quite a while back. And it's not like it's also the hospital. They know I got a stent, and they know that I don't need to be checked, because they know this is something different. Because if I haven't got chest pains or anything, no, I didn't have any chest pains, none of that. But it can still likely happen. It can still likely happen. Here I am. All I got is my cats. I don't have many friends. I'd rather keep friends like that. Too many, bullshit. It's like when you go on Facebook and you look at how many people got friends, and I know it's total bullshit. Nobody in their entire lifetime has got that many friends. That is total bullshit. 5,000 friends, but that's Indians and Pakistanis and Chinese and Africans, and well, when you see that, it's Nigeria. They're living in a mud hut with their little mobile phone, and they like to do spam. Yeah, those are the sort of people I wouldn't even want to associate with. They're that sort of crowd with all that bullshit friends on their list for their fucking ego. It's like being on a forum site and I got so many post counts, or someone that posts maybe 100 posts a day. Maybe some of it might be legit, some of it might be total bullshit, and some of it might be copy and paste bullshit just so they can look famous on the fucking internet fucking forum. Oh dear, it's sad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the amount I was drinking, ridiculous. But it's no more worse than someone that say they spoke. Well, if they've been smoking for so many decades, all I can simply say is, well, I'm afraid it's too late for you. How come? How come it's too late? Well, the damage is already done. So it's just a question of waiting until you can't see it, but it's crawling, it's getting near, and it will happen to you. And when it happens, it's going to be not a little mini heart attack, you're going to get a major heart attack. And you might not survive it. You might not even survive getting down to the hospital so they could do a procedure and probably get a stent in you, or probably it might be a different type of procedure. You may not survive it. So my simple advice is, if you smoke, I would fucking quit now. Don't try and prove to me like you're hard and tough and you got some fucking way with your fucking ego. Just quit it, because you think the tobacco manufacturer is going to care. Of course they're not going to care. It'd be the same thing if I was literally diving into a bath of fucking ice cream and consuming it and looking like gigantic fucking bloated fucking repulsive YouTuber where, oh, there's this YouTuber, I don't know. I if I left a comment, it would be a comment of like, I think this is just plain stupidity just to get subscribers, and everyone else is trying to encourage you. I think that's pathetic. As a YouTuber, he's got to be in his 30s, or if not, he's coming up to his 30s. But I think he's going to have his first major heart attack before he's even 40, because the amount he's stuffing into himself, it's stupid. I mean, it's talk about a greedy pig that's got a table full of food. I've got to get the camera back a bit. It's about that wide, almost, and it's just full of the most grotesque amount of garbage trash food that you could possibly want to stuff yourself with. I can understand it's a sugar level, but I wouldn't be surprised if he turns out to be diabetes, and he might turn out to be level 1. Not, well, I mean, this YouTube, I don't even know his name, but he's a young kind of kiddie, and he is absolutely, his eating habit is seriously repulsive. I thought mine was with what I did a couple of weeks ago with Fanta drink and consume. It could have been the climate that was also the climate, my home environment, the climate, and something else that may be eluding me. But I knew it was bad. I've got a friend that says, yeah, he wants to look out for me and all. I know it's total bullshit. Anyway, enough of that. But I knew it was not right. There's something not right there. But I suppose you could consume too much water. And if you do, you could probably drown on it. You don't want to drink seawater. Ugh, too much salt in it. Otherwise, it's like having. Oh, I'm almost finished there. Oh, I can fill that up. I've got to back up. Because I used to have one container to do water distill, And then I thought I'd get a second one, so when I'm almost finished, I can put the other one on, make some water. So I've got a fresh one. I've got a fresh one. Walking around at the moment, I feel okay, not too bad. I felt a little bit rough or sluggish. Now I'm starting to feeling a little bit because I'm vertical, because I'm in a vertical position. I feel it a little bit on my legs. Little weird here. Oh, might as well do my dumbbells with my water jugs. I'm hasta la vista, keeping purity. Oh, fucking hell, that wore me out, that did. This I don't like, because pouring it splashes a lot. It's very awkward doing this. It's not too bad. Whoa, little drip. Oh, hold it there. That's enough. All right, try that out. All right, just pour a little bit more in. Oh, hold it. Good, that's good. Hasta la vista, water, baby. So I've got the other one going. That's all. That's only halfway up now, so it's got a few more hours to go. That water's nice and green. I'm surprised not everyone's heard of a TDS reader, even some of the nurses at the hospital. What's a TDS? So it's green 000 at the moment. That's 003. Wow, that's good. Finger licking. That's better than KFC. if I go and check that all this distilled water that they have in the shops, all this Highland Springs, they even got New Forest. When I was getting water from the what do you call it? What the fuck am I doing? I was about to put this in the refrigerator. What the fuck's wrong with me? It's about to stick. Oh, where's that? That goes on the body. What's it? I'm just going to put my TDS reader in the refrigerator. Oh dear. Yeah, because I'm thinking water, aren't I? I'm thinking water. So I don't know if I'm going to be using the ice machine. I can still crush it for. There's nothing wrong with. There can't be too much wrong with that now, for Christ's sake. Please give me a break. If it is in a little quantity, I've had a little bit of this today. That's all I've had. And I've had some orange peel. That's natural. What the fuck? Magic's in the. Whoa. Come on, Magic. Whoa, biscuit water feeder suddenly. What the fucking chaos? What the fuck? I've got to put a fucking Osset rock on that. Fucking Magic jumps in the fridge. He almost. Oh, come on, Bear. You've had a bit. Come on, back up, Bear. Come on, Bear. Let Magic get the bit. No, come on. Come on, back up. This is why I think I should have got an auto feeder with two little trays on it. So one of my cats go for the one side and the other to the other side. I didn't know that. That's why you got to do your research, because you look at all the cat feeders and they got one tray. Then you come across one that's got a dual, so the dual trays. So cat goes for this side, and the other cat goes for that side. Depending on how fast the cat eats. Magic eats pretty fast. He used to eat very slowly. But yeah, Walter at the what the fuck they call those things? Oh, that's not sealed properly on there, is it? Tighten that up a bit. Humidity level in the room, in the bedroom, 61%. That's with the humidifier. Temperature 22.2. Though I take some of those numbers with a pinch of salt. Yeah, what do they call these? Vending machines. That's it, vending machines. There was a very unusual one that I was looking at yesterday. I was thinking, how do I get this out? I had to ask someone because I'm not no experience with it because it was different type of design. Eventually got the water out. And New Forest mineral water. New Forest is behind me, so we're in that way. It's up that way, about 20 miles away. I didn't know they were doing Highland New Forest spring mineral water. Didn't know they were doing it. If I were to test the TDS reader on that, I wouldn't be surprised to see it in the red a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised. Several other waters that I've tested, water. It's the same water that we get in our taps in our homes, and that they're all along the beach. Near the beach, they call it hydro. They call it hydro now. They used to be little, like a metal pipe, as such, and it come up to a little shape like that, little small little. You go over it and press a button, and then the water comes up and glug 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 glug, lapping the water basically. They used to be like that, but they are still the same thing. Only now they shape it differently. They give it nice graphic design color to make it appealing, to the eye, because they're go fill your bottles up and all that, and etc. And or they just call it hydro. They used to be called water something. Well, water is water. It comes from the clouds. It's been doing the process for billions of years, long before we came around. So it was doing the dinosaurs very good, God created the dinosaurs, didn't create man. Bullshit. I think this is some alien conspiracy, though. They want to. I like to meet an alien. Probably be a lot better than some of the friends I've had, and I'd rather have 10,000 aliens on my friend list. You know what I mean? They just call it hydro now. Hydro or dehydration. You need hydro. Hydro. That's the one basic element that's, But there are things that are natural, have been growing on this planet for billions of years, oranges and apples and bananas. It doesn't mean stuff yourself literally to it, but a little bit of it is okay. But Coca-Cola, that's manufactured, that's artificial, that's something that's been invented. Doesn't grow on trees, Yeah. Water kind of grows on trees because sometimes depending on when it's raining and it settles on the tree leaves and it drips, and it might as well be You could have a bottle near, and so it drips, goes into but it's going to be taking other things where as well. Other things that would be on the tree. So that's why you got to have things, instrumentation to do the clinical check testing, pH levels, and all that. Uh, Yeah, temperature, humidity is still 61% in the room. 61%. That's not too bad. That indicates. What's it indicate? Well, kind of wet. Oh, it's suddenly gone to 62. Amazing. It's pretty sensitive. Yeah, I mean, if I knew I was going to go in the hospital and thinking, well, oh, blimey, if next time this happens, I'm going to take my thermostat with me. Maybe grab my TDS reader and SPL meter and such, see what the SPL levels are like on the, oh, it's suddenly now it's gone to 63%. That's not a bad thing. At least it's not down in the 30s where it's flipping dry. Not as dry as South America where it's down in the Azikazo, or was it Azikazo, Azimizo desert down in South Chile, down in South Chile, where it's as low as 5%, and not a single raindrop in 500 years. Whoa. Yeah, the people have adapted to that environment, but if any Englishman went down to that part of South America, they're going to find, bloody hell, it's awfully dry here. Glug, 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 glug. They must sell a lot of Coca-Cola down there, mind you. It's probably the only region on the planet where they sell the most Coca-Cola, I guess. Because you'd think automatically, oh, it got to be the Sahara. That's the hottest region. That's the hottest region. You think no, it's not. It's Death Valley in the United States. That is the only region that is the hottest on the planet. You got to be kidding me. Baking hot. That's why they call it Death Valley. If you're stupid to go trekking around it, you may not come out alive. Yeah, so it's best to be. Yeah, it's better to look at pictures of it rather than go and experience it, because I don't think anyone wants to experience something that's hotter than an oven. That's quite easy. You could do that in your kitchen, and you've got a kitchen oven and it's cooking. So you stand one side, open it, let most of the heat come out, unless you want the heat to hit you in the face, which is bad. And you think, bloody hell, that is exactly how it's going to feel in Death Valley. Only it's going to be a little bit more constant, and you'd be cuckoo to go somewhere like that. It's not a place you want to go to. I'm surprised they don't have. Oh, this is dripping when I'm going when I'm leaning it. It's dripping from the where the seal is. It's dripping somewhere. That's okay. It's only water. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have any CC cameras or something around that region of Death Valley, so they can they can be spread out, so they can monitor. But I think they only get so many incidents each year. Well, People want to have ego and they want to see how tough and hard they are, don't they? You know, you could be a hard, tough Marine and you probably won't come out there alive. The heat will get you. Mother Nature will win. Don't tackle with it. Appreciate it, what it is, and don't mess with it. Yeah, another thing reading the other day, though this is a little bit different from my AF and my level 2 diabetes. I was reading something that the US Navy, somewhere over in America, were pumping something up into the clouds without the public knowing about it. I think that's bloody cheeky of the US Navy and the United States government. Bloody cheeky to be pumping shit up into the clouds, and the public in the city area had no idea. That's bloody cheeky. You should ask the public first of all, and I think mostly the public will be saying, "No, fuck off. No, do not like. Don't do it." I think that would be their answer. The government and the Navy, they're at the end of the day, they're fucking warmongers. In my books, they are warmongers. I don't care who they are, what they are. I don't want to know. They're warmongers. Shame on them. Shame on you if you want to take. How much money are you getting paid? How much salary wage do you get paid to play soldier, Navy boy? Yeah. Oh, protecting. Oh, you couldn't protect a fucking condom full of fucking weed killer wrapped around a fucking meteorite. Yeah. Weed killer in sperm. What the fuck am I reading today? I'm reading about something like there's weed killer in our sperm. What the blazes am I reading? And poor buggers. I've got to have a piss. Okay, now what am I reading? Crying out loud. What the fuck am I reading? What the fuck am I reading about today? I should have asked. I should have asked the hospital for some other blood tests. Is there anything strange or that shouldn't be in my blood, as well as everybody else? Oh my goodness gracious! What am I reading? It reminds me of that movie, Doctor Strangelove, and our precious bodily fluids, and the salt and the ice cream and the sugar and the kiddie children's ice cream. Christ almighty. What am I fucking reading? Oh, I need to do some laundry today. Oh, I've got to do some laundry. You see, I'm open. I'm open a little bit, you know, and to a degree. I'm not going to go fully open, but I'm more open than a fucking politician. Then they're bullshit. But I want to be a politician. Believe me, I don't have desire, appetite for that sort of bullshit, because there will be people surrounding, and some people would not allow certain things for real change, which is sadism. Because the only fucking thing is it, secret. If I had the means, I would fucking eliminate fucking money in a very drastic fucking way. Burn down all the fucking banks. I mean, set them on fucking fire. Find out where the fucking mint is, where they make all the money, and burn that fucking to the fucking ground. And then find a means and a way to fucking burn it all off the fucking internet. Like, boom, gone. Just like that GoldenEye movie, where it's not just that 007 criminal records, bank accounts. I'm going to send the UK into the Stone Age. And it's like James Bond's thinking, I don't want that to happen. Fucking hell, how am I going to get paid for my mission if I succeed? But no, I think burn it all down and just send it all back. We'll still have the means and the to the hands, the mind, and all that. The mind, the hands, the tools to still go on. We won't starve. But someone will think, fuck, how do we get all the banks and all this started up again? That is what's caused this issue. That is what is divided us. Oh God, seen stinking rich people living over in sandbanks down that way, billionaires and all that. Oh, for fuck's sakes. They think they're living a luxury lifestyle. Good on you if you are. I think I'm living the universal luxury lifestyle, bigger than the universe. Luxury bloody lifestyle. It's a load of bullshit. It's just like, I don't know. I suppose maybe that's why you get pissed off Nigerians in mud huts with their mobile fucking phone and they try to do scamming. No, they're just normal people. They're just greedy. They're just basically greedy people. I don't know. I don't know about principles anymore. I don't know if principles mean anything, But there is one constant in this planet, and that's the bumblebee. Bumblebee doesn't give a fuck about percentage of fucking money. Because if the bumblebee goes, you don't have to worry about the fucking stock market. Yeah. Politicians, the pesticides that they put into farming, the pesticides and things that are trying to get eliminated and such. And some politicians couldn't give a shit about the bumblebee because they probably got the lowest fucking IQ imaginable. Their IQ is probably lower than fucking 100%. Mine's about, I don't know. I'll take it with a pinch of salt, but I did a very complicated, weird sort of thing a few years ago, and it said my IQ score was 165. There are certain astronauts, or not astronauts, there'll be Air Force pilots, That's what that's what NASA hired. Air Force pilots, Navy, aviators, and most of their IQ is up and down all over the place. They're not all that, but that's why they got a chimpanzee. That's why they had a chimpanzee up there first. Well, I wouldn't. Yeah. I could train my cats to do that shit, push buttons, and well, they did have a dog up there, which is a sad story. A Russian dog that was stray on the street. I don't like the story it goes with it. Poor creature. I don't like the story. It's a very sad story. Lukey, I think the dog was called Lukey. A little small, like a little like almost, I think, like it's similar to a. I'd have to Google it, but it looks similar to a. I don't know about the size. Like not like a Chihuahua, not a Chihuahua. I don't know what a Chihuahua's face. A little bit different. Just a sad story. Sad story. Yeah, so mine's 165. So what? I got a friend who might feel maybe a little, he says, oh, you haven't got 165. How do you fucking know? Have you, do this legit, and all this legit IQ, and all the end of the day, you know what these motherfuckers want? They want fucking money. To get a PhD, you know how much it costs? It costs at least 5-6 grand to get a fucking PhD, to mount it on your fucking wall where some prick signed it. Oh yeah, he's done the course, blah 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 blah. Now he's a doctor of nutritions, or doctor of biology, or doctor of audiology, or whatever. It costs that amount of money. Seriously, anybody could be smart if you put your mind to it. That's why we have so-called friends to say, "Could you help me build this? I'll draw it out, and can you build that?" Yeah, I could do that. Oh, thanks. If you go elsewhere, you've got to pay money. Of course, you've got to pay money for building your own little project. Of course, you've got to fund it to build it, have it built. And maybe a friend could throw in a few things with. No, don't worry about it. I'll throw that in for free. I suppose that's a friend, I suppose. But how did these things in the first place all get invented? Gosh, got to go back. Oh, a long, long, long way. A long way. Many, not just decades. Oh, millenniums. You've got to go back so far. But the only recorded information is only what is written. That's if it survived and didn't get lost or whatever. But yeah, that's the only that we can go on. And our mind is only about 250,000 years of advanced, developed human mind. That's how we got the tools to do all this. The imagination and the tools. Go back a little bit further, and maybe we're going back into our ancestry, our caveman, cave woman. Different. And a very smart or very average person can only do a stupid thing by falling over and bumping their head in a certain way, a certain position, certain angle, and bam, everything's erased. You're vegetabilized in a wheelchair or something. So, yeah, it's something that even a stroke, a heart attack stroke, could cause that, and you'd be vegetabilized. Or you won't get that, and you can get dementia. Certain things that can just creep up on us. And you could be born with it, and I wouldn't say it's an ugly life. I would say it's a very, very depressing to not be able to do things that most people find that do things that we find we do we take advantage of. It's so common. It's so We take it, yeah, take it for granted. I'm going to lay down. Doctor's orders. My orders. Lay down. Ugh. Because I'm up vertical, up in a vertical position, and vertical and horizontal blood flow's different. I'm so pissed off. I don't think I'm going to be cycling around much this summertime. Though I could have done it quite a bit last year, though it came into some windy, rainy season suddenly. Well, suddenly, I don't mind if it's a little rain on and off during a week. You gotta have a little bit of rain. You gotta have yeah. There's got to be a balance. There's what's the other word? Oh, for crikey! There's so many words that are being invented. And these words are being invented. Well, that's interesting. Why don't I? I might try and sit down or lay down and try and invent some new word. I wonder if anyone else is inventing new words. Of course they are. Um, Scrambling and mixing words up into a new fruit drink or a food product, a new name that I wonder if it'll be catching. I wonder if it'll catch on, that sort of thing. And of course, then it ends up in Wikipedia one day, established as such and such, whatever. Like Soda Stream. Soda Stream. One word, I think it is. One word, or was it two words? I can't remember. That's about over 100 years that was invented. 100 years, over 100 years, just over 100 years ago. I'm thinking about maybe getting one and maybe doing fizzy water, or I could just get something, just do carbonated water, fizzy sparkly water. I'd done the research quickly yesterday and thought to see if it's an issue with my condition, and it said no, it shouldn't be an issue. In fact, it said it was almost good. I thought, okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to ditch all those fruity syrup drinks, unless, of course, someone wants to come. Unless I like someone that come around my THX cinema and I like them, I'll give them say, "You don't have a problem with this?" No, I don't have a problem. And I'll make them a nice drink. Yeah, so I'll just keep it to make nice drinks. That's non-alcoholic, because alcoholic drinks basically are bad, because alcoholic drinks basically they do dehydrate the body, especially when you got all the people that are hard and they think they're tough and all that. Oh, crikey. Yeah, well, you're not going to hurt me, are you? They think they drinking all that hard alcohol makes them tough. No, it's stupid. That makes you dehydrated. And that's why you wobble around, because it intoxicates the fluid in your ears for the balance, and it takes hours for that to filter out, and then you start walking normal again. Yeah, what's the point of drinking that? I got Baileys in the fridge that I don't want to touch now because I'm on medication. I might as well just throw the bottles away because I'm not going to drink it again. I don't think I'd ever drink it again, unless someone else wants a bottle of it. Half a bottle of Baileys, and a whole bottle of Baileys unopened. Yeah, I've not touched that bottle now in months. Can't remember the last time. Not sure if it was very, very, very early of this year or late of last year, the last time I had a bit of ice cream in the Coca-Cola glass with a little Baileys on it. But alcohol is pathetic. Doesn't make you hard or tough. Hard people out there want to drink it. Well, if you want to end up drinking alcohol, beer, and all lager and all that on a hot summer day because you think it's cool, we're relaxing. That shit's going to dehydrate you. You might as well just drink water or some fizzy drink. That's cool. Because you certainly don't want to be drinking beer and lager and crap and then going taking a swim around in the ocean. Stupid. Go and look it up. Beer and all that crap's going to dehydrate your body. I can't imagine anyone that's going to be diabetic wanting drinking that crap. Oh, wouldn't know what that would do. Probably not very good. Yeah, this is the sort of shit that I can't stand sometimes when you're very young and you're growing up and you see all the adults and they're drinking beer and all that like it's it's hard, it's tough, because that's the attitude that it puts in my mind, that sort of disgusting attitude with the smoking and that, and thinking, gosh sakes, this room stinks. All I can smell is this lager and beer and tobacco. It stinks. Do I want to be that? Do I want to be like them in another 11 years or 12, 14 years' time, when you're walking around, you're looking at all just because it's legal? Oh, you gotta be 18 to do all that. Yeah. 16, 18, whatever. I don't know. Stupid. That's stupid. Can you imagine someone drinking on that shit and they're rock climbing? I don't think they'll get very far. Or imagine someone that's normal, that's rock climbing, that's got an issue. I don't know. I don't think they would. You got to be very stupid, I think, for rock climbing. Why rock climbing? I don't understand that. It's a dangerous thing, and you're basically gambling with numbers because, oh dear, though some of that rock climbing shit can be a bit or I think there's a street word for it, a street word where it's got a street word slang. Can't remember the something, street jumping or street jumping, where people could actually be like Spider-Man. They look at a wall and bam, they can climb up, scale up it, and climb in through your bloody window. Wait, what the big idea? What's the big idea, Spider-Man? You go beat them with a bloody broom, get them out your house. What's the big idea, Spider-Man? Yeah, some of that type of sport could be used criminally. So, like Mission Impossible. Um, yeah, it's a weird world we live. A weird world that we've made for ourselves. The way the mind, the imagination, and how much percentage of the mind we use, or is it how much percentage we don't use? And God forbid if we were to use the other percentage that we don't use in our mind. God forbid what that could be perverted, what perverted use that could be turned into. Though we're surrounded by nuclear missiles left, right, and centre now, literally surrounded because of one, or because of a few scientists, or because of a country. America wants to hit back hard with its ego and bomb, and not just hit hard, but bomb it twice. and every other spy that was going around during World War II, every other spy that was going around or scientist been looking at the idea for quite a while, and trial and error and theory, and God forbid, and if the Germans had that, they would have used it. They wouldn't hesitate. They try using those. They use those VU or VR rockets on the country. So God forbid, yeah, they would have used it, but to the point of what, just wiping us out. They're not going to be able to take over the country. It's all going to be radioactive. So everyone that's got these missiles, you're useless, bloody useless. You might as well just get rid of the damn things, because you're going to get, you fire at another country, you're going to get fired back, and everything's going to be, it's not just going to be bombarded with conventional weapons. No, it's going to be completely bombarded and then radioactive for a long time. And that's it. And along with that, it's going to take the bumblebees. And then that's just basically assholes. Basically selfish. Pure selfish assholes. Oh, dear. And there are only a few of them. It's not like there's a whole lot of selfish assholes. I mean, there's not a billion of them. I can tell you that. It's a lot less. It's a lot less. It's just the government assholes. They're just assholes. I just can't. These are the people that are dangerous, considered dangerous. They do little nice things here just to make every other voter that votes for these assholes. Anyone that votes is an asshole, in my opinion. I don't vote anymore. I stopped voting 26 years ago because I simply do not trust them. And if anyone else wants to keep voting for them, then you're an asshole. Because you're just making the situation more worse, not better, just worse. Or maybe more things change the more they stay and remain the same. You think you're getting a big deal out of it. You're not getting a big deal out of it, Christ's sake. Tiny little, oh, fucking hell. That's like holding a carrot out for a poor donkey pulling a cart, for Christ's sake. This planet is so messed up because of arsehole politicians and dickheads that want to vote for them kids. Oh, I'm rambling into anyway. I'm stopping this. I've had a fucking enough talking about. Anyway, I've got a fucking level 2 diabetes. I'm emotionally gutted. I'm not be able to do fucking much this year. Fuck's sake. I'm screwed. but I'm gonna try and win. I'm gonna try and get my get this sugar level that's a little bit in the high, and try and get it down into in between here. I'm trying. So this is high up here, and this is normal, and this is low. I suppose low is good. I suppose. Low sugar levels. I'm not sure. I have to fucking research that quickly, but I should be down in a certain sugar level band, a certain band level, just like heat, just like fucking temperature tolerances. We only perform within a certain temperature tolerance. If we go too low, it's too cold, that is, we don't perform very well. Go too high, we don't perform very well. So we got to be in between, and then we perform easily. That's same with electronics. It's the same with electronics. It goes too hot, it exceeds its tolerance, it exceeds its electrical, technical tolerance levels, and then it breaks down. Then you've got to replace the components. Yeah, that's that. Fucking hell, well, fucking rambling. Maybe it's my medication that's doing that. Maybe it's taking control of me. He put creatures in our ears to make us do things, do his bidding on eBay. But we beat him. He thought he could control us, but he did not. Anyway.